Hi everybody, it's Stacy. I just wanted to give you a tool that you can use both for yourself as well as for your team to explain the compensation plan and the bonuses that are possible with Isagenix. So first of all, when you get started with Isagenix, you open up an account. Now you're going to see that there's an arrow actually above your name or your place in the tree. And what that actually shows you is the direction that you were placed into your team by your enrolling sponsor. Now, if it's pointing up this way, then this actually is your team leg. And then if it's pointing the other way, your team leg would be over here. Otherwise, this will be your focus leg. And I'll explain what that means in a minute. So when you get started, you are an associate and you have all the benefits of having your own account, the ability to shop online, to get great nutrition shipped to your door, and really super nutrient dense food that you really just can't find in the grocery store or anywhere else for that matter. And so that's the benefit of that. You open up your account, you're all good. Now, if you feel fantastic as you get started on this system and you maybe see results and you want to share this with other people, that's where the beauty of this compensation plan really kicks into place. This is all modeled on helping other people feel fantastic. And I want you to remember that if nobody shared this with you, you wouldn't be able to use the products either. So we have to tell people about it. We have to share our experiences. It's no different than saying I went to a really great restaurant, they had great service, I love the food. We do that sort of thing all the time. And so this is the same with Isagenix. It's just a matter of telling people about a great system that's really going to give them benefits health-wise. All right, so if you do that and you share with one person on your team leg and one person on your focus leg, say this is going to be a friend, and this person is ideally going to be your spouse or your family member. All right, and I'll explain that again in a little bit. Excuse me. So if you put your friend over here and they enroll with the best pack, which is the President's Pack, the reason I say that is because it's going to give people all three systems. A system for 2 out of 3 great meals, a system for healthy snacking, which a lot of people fall short in that area, as well as a system for the vitamins and the minerals that we just really lack from our grocery store food. So they get all of that. It includes their membership, their cleanse, everything when you set them up for success with the President's Pack. So if you do that, and ideally if you do it in the same week, so between Monday and Sunday, then Isagenix is actually going to double your product introductory bonus, PIB, or your referral bonus for helping somebody else get started. And so that means that this becomes 160 and this becomes 160. So if we add that up, already you've made $320. Now, if you started with the President's Pack, that means you spent $559 plus your tax, shipping, and handling. You've already earned back by sharing with 2 about almost half your pack. Now there's another bonus. Because you've just rank advanced to what we call consultant, because you've shared with 2 people, Isagenix is going to give you a bonus of $50 for doing that. So right away, we've already made $370 right back. Shared with 2 people, help them open up their accounts. Now, I mentioned putting your spouse on your focus leg. What we want to do eventually is we want to drive the line here. And what this means is you enroll one person on your focus, ideally your spouse, and then you're going to enroll your next 10 people down your team leg. And we really call that driving the line, because you can imagine, and you've probably experienced this in the past, when you show team members their team and they go, holy, who are all these people below me? I don't even know who they are. And they get really excited, and you can show them how they can bank residual volume from their teammates and people below them that are in the team. You can connect them as teammates. They can maybe have similar experiences. You can share the excitement together, get them connected, but you're really, really getting momentum happening in your team by having those 10 people go down your team leg. And so what we do then, let's say that you have another friend. So this was friend number 1. Maybe you have another friend that wants to get started. So you help them open up their account, and they feel so great again that they share with 2 friends, one on their focus and one on their team. Because remember, they're on your team leg and their arrow would be pointing up. So they put one on each side. Ideally, this would be their spouse again, and then this would be their friend. Now, because you've helped this friend, number 2, share with 2 friends, what Isagenix says is they give you what we call a consultant bonus, actually that's in Canadian, of $100. So they share $100 with you for helping them do that. If you have another friend that does the same thing, okay, so this is friend number 3, and they share with 2 people, Isagenix is going to give you another $100 bonus for doing that. Now, if you can do this, you've actually rank advanced to what we call manager, and that means you've done you plus 2 and them plus 2. So you share with 2, and then they share with 2, and they share with 2. So we call that you plus 2, them plus 2. We're gonna put it down our team leg. All right, and you're managing your consultant status by having your spouse, ideally each month, order 100 BV, and you're ordering 100 BV. And what that allows you to do is both you and your spouse can have a wonderful experience together. You're always going to have a lot more success in the family if you're working on this together. And it also allows both of you to be involved in the Ice and Body Challenge. Ryan and I do this. We stagger our products every 2 weeks. We get great nutrition in our house, and it gets delivered to our door. And as a result of being in the Ice and Body Challenge and having a wonderful experience and transformation, we actually get $400 in free groceries every quarter, which is $1,200 a year in free food. There's not a lot of grocery stores out there that are giving you $1,200 a year in free food, simply for really rocking your body and having a wonderful transformation. So definitely want to get everybody involved in that. So let's just go back to our manager spot. As a result of doing this now in the first 60 days, because Isagenix has actually extended the timeline by 30 days, you can earn a bonus of $250 if you can get to manager by having 2 friends share with 2. And because you've just earned another $100 here and $100 here, it's another $200. So if we add that up, that's another $450 to our total here. So we're at $820 that you've just put in your pocket by helping some of your friends get healthy and feel fantastic just like you do. And you've already paid for your whole pack, and you've put extra money in your pocket, which can pay for the next month's products or something else that you really want. Now, we want to show people how to get past here. Some people might be happy here. About 80% of our people just love the products and they feel great and they want to have good results. And that's maybe where they're at. And we love them for that. It's really, really awesome. And then we have about maybe 10 to 15% of our people who want to be product sharers. Maybe they want to get to this point where they have their product covered and maybe they've had some rebates back. That's great. Or you might have about 5% of the people who really, really want to have an impact on others' lives and they're really excited about this, and you can show them the tracks to run on and really mentor and train them. So if that's the case, you want to help people get to the next stage, which is director. And that is going to be you plus 2 times 6. And ideally that's going to be down your team leg. And so imagine if you put 10 people down your team leg. Like I said, not everybody's going to share. Maybe not at all, maybe some will, but if you put 10 down your team leg, the likelihood of getting to 5 or 6 people who have shared with a couple is going to be much greater. And you're going to see that momentum really, really starting to churn in your team, and it's going to be awesome. And so as a result of doing that, if you have 6 people that have shared with 2 down your team leg ideally, you're going to earn a $750 bonus if you do this in the first 120 days. So an additional 60 days from when you achieve that manager rank. All right, so 120 days, and that's a $750 bonus. Now remember, we've also made 4 more consultants times $100, so that's another $400. So that's $1,150 more in your pocket. So right there, we have $1,970 that you've just really, really earned, and it's been exciting. You're helping other people. Ideally, though, what we want to do is we want to help people get to executive, which is our top level, and all of the really cool things happen here. And that is going to be 5 people on your team leg and 5 people on your focus leg that have shared with 2. Now, you might be looking at this diagram going, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I haven't put anybody on my focus leg yet. We said 1 in your focus, 10 down your team leg, get to director down your team leg. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go 10 people down your focus leg. And again, you want to help those people share with others as well. So once you've got to the, say, director, 5, 6 people over here, we want to get another 5 people over here. And remembering that sometimes people might come in and out of consultantship status, you want to put 10 people, ideally 5 and 5, that are going to get to a consultant, but you might need to build more consultants. And really, to have stability in your business, you probably want to get to about 20. Okay, and you want to try and have that be balanced eventually if you can. All right, so if this is what we do, we get people to executive. If we do this in the first 6 months, Isagenix is going to give you a bonus of $1,000, plus we've made another 4 consultants, because we were at 6, now we're at 10, which is another 4 times $100, so that's another $400. So we're adding another $1,400 to this. and that is $3,370 in just upfront bonus money. That doesn't even include all of the PIDs and the great things that you're going to do along the way. There's so much more money even on top of that that you can make. That's just showing the bonuses and the tracks to run on between associate, consultant, manager, director, and executive, which we often will call ACMDE. So that's all diagrammed for you. I hope that helps. Please reach out if you have any questions or you want to understand, but hopefully this is something that you could draw out. It makes sense, and you could show people, like I said, the tracks to run on for success. Drive the line, have fun, and really get out there and share this gift with others, because that's really what it is. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day.